Karnataka. Welcome all of you to Vedantu Karnataka. Hegidira ellaru? Chennagidira? Please let me know if I'm audible and visible in the chats quickly. Yes. Kindly let me know if I'm audible, visible to all of you, and then we can start the class. Okay? Yes, students. Bega idi. Nanu check ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ 1 minute. Yes. Okay. Yes, students. Bega idi. Okay, everything is audible, visible, clear. ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟುಡಿಯೋ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಮೊನೇರಾ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಟಿಸ್ಟಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಫಂಜೈ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಫಂಜೈ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ನೋ ಮೀ, ಐ ಎಮ್ ಮಿಸ್ Gopika. I am a NEET biology expert. That is, I have been teaching students for NEET, which is tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದನ್ನು ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನು ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ದ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ 15 ಇನ್ KCET, ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ 15 ಇನ್ JEE ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್. ಆ ಥರ ತುಂಬ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ 573 in our NEET as well. So these ranks are something that we have to celebrate because ಈ year NEET ತುಂಬ difficult ಆಗಿತ್ತು. So to get 600 itself is such a big thing. Okay, so we have part that. So that's why we'll be celebrating all of them tomorrow at 6 p.m. So if you also want to be the part of the celebration, join us live at 6 p.m. Other than that, if you want to be in the celebration next year, then I want all of you to be working really hard for your goal. So our goal ಅದೇನು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೆಂಟರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದಾಂತು ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೇನಾದರೂ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ NEET, JEE 8 to 10 ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ನಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಅ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೆಟಪ್ ದೇರ್, ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್, ಬೋರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, so this is for all the students who are from Bangalore. Now students, we'll start with Kingdom Protista. So last class only on introduction I have given for all of you about Kingdom Protista. So today we will continue from there. Okay, ready? One second, I can't see your chats. I want all of you to be there tomorrow. Okay, yes. Quickly smash that like button. Okay, you people are not liking the video. ತುಂಬ ಕಂಜೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ದಿನ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇಗ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದೇನು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಚಾಟೇ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ okay, come on. So yes, so we will start with Protista. So ನಾನು already explained ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Protista is actually a link. Okay, Protista is actually a link between plant, animals and fungi. So I told you this also, that link between plants, animals and fungi. What am I talking about? I am trying to say you that these people, okay, under Protista, whatever categories we are studying, those people, few of them are going to be plant-like. That means they are going to be able to do photosynthesis. Okay, they are going to be able to do photosynthesis. And then there are some things like animals, okay, that behave like animals. That is, they will be able to do locomotion. Okay, and then there are some that is fungi where they will be showing a sporophytic stage or spore formation. So either different characters is present in this Protista. So adike ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ link between plants, animals and fungi anta explain ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. So Protista ದಲ್ಲಿ students ಇಲ್ಲಿ categories ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So Protista, kingdom Protista, we have Chrysophytes, which is again plant like, Dinoflagellates, plant like, Euglenoids, plant like. So all these three are plant like because these people will be able to make their own food, and most of them are photosynthetic in this category. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, here if you come, you have slime mold, which is actually fungi like. Okay, fungi like. And if you come here to protozoans, you'll notice that there is amoeboid, flagellated, ciliated and protozoans. Okay, so illi protozoans, sporozoans. So amoeboid ide, flagellated ide, ciliated ide, sporozoans ide. So idella tumba important topics nimige because 11th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ because you just jumped from 11 to 12. So, 10 to 11. So, it is going to be a little difficult. So, this kind of classes will help you learn the concept a lot better. Okay. Now, Chrysophytes students, last class I told you a little bit about Chrysophytes, that these people are freshwater ones. They are seen in freshwater. They are also seen in marine environment. Okay, marine environment also these people are seen. Second thing, these people float. Okay, they float and they are like planktons. Okay, they float. Now after that, what did I say you? I told that these people have a different type of cell wall. So nanu R.H. Whittaker box ಓದ್ಸೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪ್ರೊಟಿಸ್ಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವ್ರು ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವ್ರು ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ 2 overlapping shells. 2 overlapping shells. 2 overlapping shells. Clear? These 2 overlapping shells, look at this. One shell is going to be like this. Okay, one shell is going to be like this and one shell is going to be like this. One shell is going to be like this. So it looks like what? All of you tell me in the chats. It looks like what? It looks like a soap box, right? It looks like a soap box. So it has a soap box kind of an appearance. It looks like a soap box kind of an appearance. This 2 overlapping shells which are made up of. What is it made up of? It will be made up of silica. Okay, it will be made up of silica, and since it is made up of silica, it is indestructible. Indestructible. Andre easily idanna break madakagalla. Okay, idanna easily namak break madakagalla. So it is indestructible. Clear to all of you? Now since this is indestructible and these people are obviously going to go through an entire life cycle, definitely they are going to fall. Alva students, ee cell wall ella deposit agutte. Okay, it is going to deposit in the bottom. I told you this also last class. Let's say all these cell walls, okay, all these cell walls are going to deposit like this in the bottom and form an entire bed. Okay, form an entire bed. Idik nav en karitivi? We call this the diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. So I told you last class, cryophytes, you have to study 2 things, desmids, which is your golden algae, and you have to study diatoms. So here we are talking about the diatom cell wall, right? They have overlapping shells which are made up of silica, which are indestructible, and slowly these cell wall depositions happen, forming the diatomaceous earth. Now, this diatomaceous earth soil ilva. ಅದೊಂಥರ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಾಲಿಷಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಫಿಲ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಪಾಲಿಷಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರಿಂಗ್. Polishing and for filtration, we will use this, diatomaceous earth. So this is the whole thing that you have to study in your chrysophytes. Okay, desmids matte diatoms. Diatoms bagge new diatomaceous earth and also the 2 overlapping shells which looks like a soap box like pattern. And students, this diatomaceous earth, it has that that grainy effect. So adikke navu adanna polishing matte filtration ge use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Clear to all of you? Yes. So here next one is going to be dinoflagellates. Students, dinoflagellates ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ sometimes voice keeps changing. Okay, look here. Dinoflagellates these organisms are mostly photosynthetic. What are they? Photosynthetic. Mostly photosynthetic, okay? Mostly photosynthetic, and they are mostly marine. Okay, mostly marine. Other than that, what do we know? Students, ee dinoflagellates banbittu word break ಮಾಡಿ. Di ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 2 ಅಲ್ವಾ? Di ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2. Flagellate ಅಂದ್ರೆ flagella. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಡ್ಸು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡೈ ಅಂದರೆ 2, ಫ್ಲಜೆಲೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ಲಜೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಡೈನೋಫ್ಲಜೆಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು 2 ಫ್ಲಜೆಲ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಕಲರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕಲರ್ಸ್. ಗ್ರೀನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್. It's present in yellow color. It is seen in brown color. Brown illa students, adike ee color inda maartta idini. Okay, and it is also present in blue color. Ma'am, young ma'am, ee color difference. Young ma'am, exactly color difference andre nodidre students, mainly because of the pigment. ಯಾವ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಆ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದೀಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ವರ್ಡ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಡೈನೋಫ್ಲಜೆಲೇಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2 ಫ್ಲಜೆಲ್ಲಾಸ್. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2 ಫ್ಲಜೆಲ್ಲಾಸ್. ನಾವು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್ 1 ಫ್ಲಜೆಲ್ಲಾ, ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ something like this it's going to be. Okay, something like this. ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲಜೆಲ್ಲಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲಾಂಜಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ನಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, 1 will be transverse. So that means these people have 2 flagellas. One is longitudinal and one is transverse. One is longitudinal, one is transverse. And now what do we understand from this? One longitudinal, one transverse. These two are coming from a furrow. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಥರ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಫರೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಫರೋ. ಒನ್ ಲಾಂಜಿಟ್ಯೂಡನಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಲಜೆಲ್ಲಾ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು? ಯೆಸ್ or no? Clear? Okay. Now when we talk about this cell wall, okay, their cell wall is made up of stiff cellulosic plate. Okay, cell wall, CW ಅಂತ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Cell wall is made up of stiff cellulosic plate. Clear? Stiff cellulosic plate. Done? All of you? Okay. Now look here. This dinoflagellates alli ಒಂದು example ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Its example name is Goniolax. Goniolax example ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Goniolax ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, it will multiplicate. So let's say normally you are going to see, okay, you are going to see a sea, okay, and you notice that there is a red color tide coming. You will be thinking, wow, this looks so beautiful. But what is that red color tide? It is because of Goniolax doing rapid multiplication. Goniolax doing rapid multiplication, and because of the rapid multiplication a red color ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಸೊ ಆ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹಾರ್ಮ್ಫುಲ್. ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೊಂದು ಟಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಟಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಹಾರ್ಮ್. ಓಕೆ, it causes extreme harm. That is, it will kill the other organism because these people during their rapid multiplication, they do rapid multiplication, okay, rapid multiplication, and they increase in number, okay, increase in number to cause the red tide. Okay, and students, during this time they release toxins. Okay, they release toxins. Clear to all of you? Is this clear? Okay, so these organisms are mostly marine and photosynthetic. They are present in green, red, yellow, brown, blue. okay, depending on their main pigment. The cell wall is made up of stiff cellulosic plate, okay, cell wall ಏನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, stiff cellulosic plate ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, and the outer surface, okay, most of them have two flagellas, one longitudinal, one transverse, which is coming out of a furrow, okay, which is coming out of a furrow. And students, remember the presence of Goniolax, what it does, it gives that red tide kind of a formation. That Goniolax red tide formation is because of the rapid multiplication of this, okay, rapid multiplication of this Goniolax, leading to a release of a toxin, which kills other organisms, okay, which kills other organisms. I hope it's clear so far. Okay, now next one bit, euglenoid. ಯುಗ್ಲಿನಾಯ್ಡ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಯುಗ್ಲಿನಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂಥರ ನಮ್ಮ ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ euglenoid has two main characters, students. Now understand, this euglenoid also again very photosynthetic, so plant like character only these people also have. This one, in the presence of sunlight, main characteristics, okay, presence of sunlight, they are autotrophic, and they will make their own food, okay. In absence of sunlight, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, they'll consume that smaller organisms. So just imagine euglenoid called you for a party and you went for the party, okay, sunlight is there, he's like, come on, let's all drink tea, let's have fun, okay, because it is autotrophic, okay, it is going to make their own food. But the moment the sunlight is not there, it will start feeding all the smaller organism around it. So that means when in the absence of sunlight, these people are going to become heterotrophic, okay, heterotrophic. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, which is called as mixotropic nutrition. ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಆಟೋಟ್ರಾಫ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಟ್ರೋಟ್ರಾಫ್, ಸೊ ಮಿಕ್ಸೋಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, ಯೆಸ್ ನೋ? ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್, CW ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್, ಓಕೆ, cell wall is absent, but instead, okay, but they have protein rich, okay, they have protein rich, okay, layer called pellicle. ಏನದು pellicle, okay, protein rich layer called pellicle. Pellicle used in students mainly to improve the flexibility, okay, it will make the organism very flexible. Clear? So instead of a cell wall, they have a protein rich layer which is called the pellicle. Clear to all of you? Now here also students, ee euglenoid allu ಎರಡು flagella ಇದೆ, okay, two flagellas they have, one long flagella and one short flagella. So they have a long flagella and they have a short flagella. They have a short flagella. So long flagella, short flagella, okay. So ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, presence of sunlight ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು autotrophs, deprived of sunlight they will become heterotrophs and they will start feeding on smaller organism. ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, mixotropic nutrition. Now they have told that one more specialized character of euglenoid is the presence of pigment. Presence of chlorophyll A, we can say, presence of chlorophyll A, which is present in higher plants, okay. So presence of chlorophyll A like that of higher plants, okay, like that of higher plants. Clear? Like that of higher plants. Done? Is this clear to all of you? Example obviously euglena, okay, example in students euglena. Please make a note of this. Okay, these people are also fresh water, okay, they are mostly found in stagnant water, okay. So instead of cell wall or gain in their students, they have a protein rich flexible layer, okay, protein rich flexible layer which is called the pellicle, which makes them flexible. They have a long flagella and they have a short flagella, okay. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸೋಟ್ರೋಫಿಕ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಓಕೆ, ಆಸಮ್. So this is your Protistas, this portion. Now slime mold students, slime mold nanu helilva adu more fungi like andre our characteristic banbit more fungi type. Okay, so they don't have chlorophyll, they are surrounded by plasma membrane. Okay, they are surrounded by in membrane, plasma membrane only. Okay, only however their spores have cellulose wall. Idella neevu don't break your head, I'll tell you what is important for you people. So students, they are similar to fungi in spore formation. Okay, they are similar to fungi in spore formation. Clear? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, very simple students, when condition is unfavorable. Okay, condition unfavorable ಅಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ. ನೀವು ತುಂಬ ನಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಲಾಡ್ ಆಫ್ ನಾಯ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲೌಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಬರ್ ಇರೋರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫೇವರಬಲ್, ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಲೌಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಪ್ಲೇಡ್. ವೆನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಅನ್ಫೇವರಬಲ್, ವೆನ್ ಶಿ ಟೋಲ್ ದಟ್ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್, ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಲಿ ಯು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆ ಥರನೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, under suitable conditions they form an aggregation called as plasmodium. They form an aggregation called as plasmodium. Okay, the mature plasmodium forms young sporangium. Sporangium andre students ee tara one structure, adolagade spores irutte. Okay, like this, inside that spores will be present. Okay, the mature sporangium bears spores. The spores undergo meiosis and the mature sporangium burst and release the spores. The spores possesses true walls, so all that you don't worry. Now what will happen to the spores? The spores will germinate, andre they will get dispersed by air currents and then they will germinate. Okay, the spores germinate and differentiate into flagellated. Now flagellated and amoeboid, okay, syngami, okay, all that is not your tension. So what happens when condition becomes unfavorable? Okay, when condition becomes unfavorable, they will form a group, they'll form an aggregate. Aggregate andre ondara one group tara. Okay, so ಆ aggregate na ನಾವು ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, plasmodium. We call it plasmodium. That aggregate is called plasmodium. ಆ plasmodium ಅದನ್ನ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದರಿಂದ sporangium. ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, plasmodium is something like this. Okay, full on flat on leaf ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಂ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ. ಆ ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಂ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ದ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಫೇವರಬಲ್, ದ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಏರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ and they will go and fall somewhere, they will germinate. Okay, so this is what happens, they will germinate. Clear? Now last one is sporozoans. Okay, sporozoans, one second student. Sporozoans, any doubt please ask me right now. Any doubts please ask me. You people will have doubt only if you listen to the class. Okay, where you people will listen to the class? Yes or no? Huh? Should listen to the class. Okay, and ಬೇಗ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ. Which one you want me to repeat, Lakshmi? Hello, Mandara, is that how you pronounce your name? Okay, so protozoans. Plasmodium explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟೈಮ್? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. So students, when condition suitable ಆಗಿತ್ತು, okay, when condition was suitable, so suitable condition ಏನಾಯಿತು, suitable condition ಅಲ್ಲಿ they formed an aggregate. Okay, they formed an aggregate which is called the plasmodium. Okay, they called it plasmodium. They call it plasmodium. Now when the condition, okay, when the condition became, so as the condition was happening, these people on this itself, they started growing, the sporangium started growing like this. Inside the sporangium, what was there? Spores were there. And when the condition got favorable, the sporangium burst open, okay, burst open, releasing the spores with the help of air currents. Adamele spores got germinated, okay. Yes, spores got germinated, okay. Plant kingdom Basava sir martare, okay. Plant kingdom Basava sir will do. So when suitable condition was there, they formed plasmodium, which is actually an aggregate, okay. Okay, aggregate. Aggregate, from there we started seeing what? Sporangium. Okay, sporangium. That sporangium, inside the sporangium you saw spores, and obviously the spores germinated, and then again the formation will continue, okay. So, idu nim slime mold bagge. Now students, protozoan, as I told you, protozoan is something which is like more animal like, okay. Why it is more animal like? Because of locomotion, okay, because of the bodies that they have for movement, animal like. So, protozoan alli nimage 4 category odbeku. Okay. Okay. First category banbit amoeboid. First category, you know, amoeboid. Okay. Second category ciliated. Third category flagellated. Fourth category sporozoans. Okay. ಈ ತರ 4 ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ಇತ್ತು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಮೀಬಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತು? ಅಮೀಬಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಮೀಬಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇರ್ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಶೇಪ್ಡ್, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಯರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ, ರೈಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಯರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ, ಸಾರಿ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ, ಸ್ಯೂಡೋಪೋಡಿಯಾ. ಸ್ಯೂಡೋಪೋಡಿಯಾ. So is pseudopodia will be doing the movement, alva, simple alva. So this amoeba is an irregularly shaped structure, and this amoeba has pseudopodia, which are false feet, which will attract the engulfing the food and everything. So athara on movement ಮಾಡಿರೋದೇನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ example, only you have to learn the example here, okay. So students ಇದನ್ನ duplicate ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, I think separate ಆಗಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, okay. So ಇದು just we will write it here and we'll continue here, okay. So amoeba, think of who your amoeba, okay. Students, tomorrow 6 o'clock, don't miss it, okay. Amoeba. So this amoeba has what are this? The false feet, pseudopodia, okay. False feet, which is called pseudopodia. Clear? Now students, the pseudopodia will allow for the movement. Athara illi nimige example enide? Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica. That means this protozoans are disease causing. Entamoeba histolytica causes amoebiasis. Okay, so human health and diseases we will learn. Entamoeba histolytica causes amoebiasis, a disease. Okay. Now, you'll notice students, flagellated protozoans. Flagellated protozoan alli nimage ashtu like detail agi enu illa odake ella kadenu just examples you have to study. Okay, clear to all of you? I hope all of you are liking the video. Quickly mark your attendance, okay. Give me some energy. Correct? Okay. So students, here this amoeboid, only thing you have to remember, some of them are Entamoeba histolytica, okay. And in amoeba, one line that they have given in your NCERT is that the marine form, okay, the marine form will have silica, okay. Marine form will have silica. Understood? Yes. Now, flagellated protozoan students, they are free living. Okay, they are free living. Example illodbeko. Example is trypanosoma. Example is what? The one that causes sleeping sickness. Okay, the one that causes sleeping sickness. That is trypanosoma. Okay, trypanosoma. Clear to all of you? Yes, done. Okay, next one students, it's going to be ciliated and sporozoan. Ciliated word indane artha madkobodu. cilia. Okay, they will have cilia. So here these are the ones, that is cilia, hair-like. Okay, hair-like structure. Okay, cilia, hair-like structure. So cilia example ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು paramecium students. Paramecium ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ನಮ್ಮ ಶೂ ಸೋಲ್ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, something like this. Like this. Can you see? It looks like the sole, right? The end won't be this sharp. Okay, like this. Now here what you notice, here they have macronucleus, they have micronucleus, and here they have a small opening. Okay, they have a small opening like this, which is called the gullet. Okay, ee gullet inda enagutte, this is actually the oral cavity. So obviously oral cavity andre entrance of food materials and water, everything will happen. So here a small opening, okay, like this one, let's say one small like this depression will be there where the entry will happen. Okay, where the entry of things will happen. Clear to all of you? Yes or no? Okay, yes, that will be present in the cell surface. Clear? So the cilia will, students, so illella cilia irutte alva, illella cilia irutte illi like this. Okay, so the cilia will help in the movement. Cilia will help in the movement of pushing that food and water inside. Okay, so that is your paramecium. Example is going to be paramecium. Done? Okay, next is sporozoan. Sporozoan, nothing, they just show a spore formation. Okay, they just show spore formation. Will example banbit nim malaria causing one. Okay, example is the one that causes disease, that is malaria, plasmodium. Plasmodium, plasmodium confuse madbedi. This is Plasmodium vivax. So they have a sporophytic stage, no, sporozoite. You wouldn't have studied this. Just remember Plasmodium vivax that causes malaria. Causes malaria. Okay, causes malaria. Done? Done. Please make a note. Okay, please make a note. Malaria is one of the most dangerous one, okay, which has killed people over years. So it is caused by your sporozoans. Okay, spore formation is happening. That's why they have the sporozoite. Okay, they have the sporozoite. Done? All of you? Okay. So this is your Protista for you. Okay, this is how much you have to learn in your Protista. Okay, ciliated sporozoans, amoeboid. Okay, now here students, this is your NCERT. Clear ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ dull ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, flagellated protozoans, members of this group are neither free living or parasitic. Parasitic andre no, they live on the host. They have flagella. Obviously flagellated andre they are going to have flagella. The parasitic form causes disease such as sleeping sickness. Okay, it causes a disease called a sleeping sickness. Example, trypanosoma. Okay, ciliated protozoans, they are aquatic, actively moving organisms. So they will be actively moving organism because of the presence of 1000 hair-like cilia. Okay, because of thousands of cilia. Now they have a cavity which is called the gullet that opens outside the cell surface. Okay, now the coordinated movements of rows of cilia causes the water laden with the food. Okay, it will enter food to be sheared into the gullet. Now example, paramecium. Okay, example, paramecium. Now sporozoans, this includes diverse organisms that have an infectious, okay, it has a infectious spore-like stage in their life cycle. The most notorious one is Plasmodium, that is malarial parasite. Okay, malarial parasite which causes malaria, a disease which is staggering effect on human population. Clear to all of you? Yes or no? Okay, can we start with fungi? Can we start with fungi? Salpa thumbs up ella haki chat box alli. Come on, all of you. Tumba energy ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆ students. Yes. Done? Okay. Let's start with fungi. 1 second. Okay. Now, sorry students, ನಾಳೆ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಆ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಅದರದ್ದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಂಜೈ. ಸೊ ಫಂಜೈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತು? ಫಂಜೈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್, ರೈಟ್? ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಆ ಥರನೇ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಐ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ನೆವರ್ ever think of that bread. That is the most ignored person in my family. So after few days I'll slowly start seeing one black spot. Adamele slowly I'll start seeing one white spot. Alva. So what is that exactly? Fungus growth. Okay, fungi is growing there. Fungi will grow in every place where there is moist. Okay, moist and humid place. Moist and humid place, they are going to grow. Wherever moisture is there, they will grow. Clear? Now, other than that, students, these people are present almost everywhere. They are going to be present almost everywhere. No matter wherever you go, there is going to be. So, adik now ಇನ್ನೊಂದು word use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, cosmopolitan. Okay, cosmopolitan. That means they are present almost everywhere. Now, example, the wheat rust that you see is caused by Puccinia. The white spots that you are seeing on mustard leaves, albugo. So, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ plants ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, humans ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ the ones that we consume, like mushroom. The ones that we consume, like mushroom, all these are fungi. That means they are present almost every single place. Okay, every single place they are present. Clear to all of you? Yes. Now, students, ನಮಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಇದೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲಿಯಂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಥರ. Antibiotics. Okay, so that means wherever the bacteria growth was there, so on a dirty petri plate, when we noticed it, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ನೋಡಿತ್ತು, bacteria ಈ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. So they were like, ಅದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಯಿತು. So then they noticed that there is something that will kill this bacteria. There's something that will kill this bacteria. Okay, now why do we keep our food in refrigerators? We keep our food in refrigerators because it should not, fungi shouldn't grow on that. Okay, fungi shouldn't grow on that. Clear? Yes. Done. 1 second, students. Yes. Okay, very good. Puccinia, wheat rust, white spots on mustard, albugo, mushroom, the ones that we consume. Okay, this is your fungi's introduction. Now students, fungi structure madana, adamele ee class stop ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, next class ಅಲ್ಲಿ continue ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay, yes. Now brewery, ಈ ಬಿಯರ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದು yeast ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಕರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಬ್ರೂವರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಫಂಜೈ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಒಂದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಸ್ಲೆಂಡರ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಥಿನ್ ಸ್ಲೆಂಡರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಥಿನ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಸ್ಲೆಂಡರ್. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಹೈಫೆ. ಓಕೆ, HYPHAE, ಹೈಫೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದರದೊಂದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇದರದೊಂದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇದರದೊಂದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಫೆ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ mycelium. Done? Clear to all of you? Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay, So this is just a thin, long, slender structure called hyphae. A network of hyphae is going to be called the mycelium. Okay, it's going to be called the mycelium. Now students, hyphae ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, hyphae ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದು ನೋಡಿ ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ತರ ಸೈಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಎಸೆಪ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಏನು ಎಸೆಪ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಪ್ಟ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಒಂದರ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಸೆಪ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸೆಪ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವೆರಿ ಲೋವರ್ ಫಂಜೈಲ್ ನೋಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಫಂಜೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಪ್ಟೇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೀನ್ ಇನ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಫಂಜೈ. Okay, higher fungi. That means here they will not have the walls, like proper wall separation iralla. Ill wall separation ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, proper compartment ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ septate ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನ aseptate ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, done for all of you? Yes, clear? Okay, so students, don't forget, okay, tomorrow 6 p.m. I want to see all of you on the channel. Okay, 6 p.m. I want to see all of you on the channel. So where will you be able to find everything? So go to the channel. Okay, go to the channel, live hogi, live al nodi idu. Okay, I want all of you to go and like the video as well. Okay, like the video, it's sharp at 6 p.m. and I want all of you to be there. Okay, because adon motivation nimige nim seniors ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, so that you will be having the motivation to do something better next time. Okay, next year. So your life is way ahead. Do not just settle for some degree. Do something better, write competitive exam, try to secure in best colleges possible, and I want all of you to be, really happy with what you're doing also. Clear to all of you? So I want all of you to tomorrow sharp at 6 p.m. be there. Okay, I will be waiting for all of your hi, bye and everything. Okay, so students, I'm stopping the class today because of all the, because of this. We will take the class very